yeah, first time shower, I was like naked because I forgot about it. Don't care, and you know.
And so all of Germany got to see your birthday suit.
Yeah, but
so Philo is from Germany, and I met Philo in the beginning of the year. Actually, I met him a couple of years ago on Zoom because of something, and then I met him in person earlier this year. And he's just, for me, a great person, a magnificent magician and mentalist, and a great teacher for me. So, you know, he's been here for a couple of weeks. We've been working together because I have a new show I'm working on. And when you work on a new show in this business, but let's bring him up here and do some magic for you. And I'm going to interview him, and Ryan wants to interview him because he wants to know about Big Brother and what it's like. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring up one of my favorite people, Philo. Here he is. Hey. All right. Ryan, take it away. You have questions.
Well, yes. Kat said it, as anyone who knows me well, I'm a big reality TV fan. So when I found out you were on Big Brother, I was like loaded with questions. So people who, do we need to say what Big Brother is? I mean, you're trapped in a house, cameras are on you 24/7, you play some games, you pick some people to nominate to evict. Of course, like with any reality show, you vote them out. Last person standing wins money. Pretty simple, right?
The difference between the normal basic Big Brother and the Celebrity Big Brothers, we was in like 16 days. So and the normal ones are, I think that was 100 days right now.
Yes.
So, but I think
3 months.
3 months. Yeah, I think they cut it down. But our Celebrity Brother this year is finished on upcoming Monday as well. So the final is on Monday.
So when you started, did you have had you seen the show? Did you know anything about the show? Did you know what you were getting into? You mentioned that they kind of recruited you.
You have no idea. So the Big Brother series, I saw the very first one, very first one, and I never watched any trash TV. So I have no idea who is the peoples, what they are. I have no idea. I know Jürgen, the guy in purple, because he was famous in the first one, and actually I have no idea about these trash guys. And I go in like fresh, like with nothing. So yeah.
So you didn't know any of the people in there,
no.
Or I mean, all but maybe one person.
And they don't know me, so they say, "Hey, we don't know you," and I say, "Yeah, me too." So,
did that help your relationship with them? Like, did you get along with them? Do you still keep in touch with any of them?
Yeah. I have contact with most of all of them. There was not a big problem because in my life I love to be on harmony, like to be friendly, to have a good connection. But Big Brother is the upper side, so they force you to have trouble. They make some games where you get in trouble, but I try to bring the group together. So actually, Big Brother, a lot of time they bring me in the room and say, "Hey, Philo, do you want to manipulate the people? Want to start?" And I say, "Yeah, we can do this, but you have to give me something to eat." So because so but they make no deals, and I say, "Yeah, no, I don't want to go on a manipulation thing," because my plan was to show Germany my person, and not to show Germany how manipulation skills I have in my job. So it was good. I teach them some magic tricks. So it was so cool to see that the people sitting together with me and they practice some magic. It was completely unique. And I get a big shitstorm from the magic community in Germany because I teach them some tricks, and this is like big thing, and I don't care. So the people, it was so good to see. I was there, and I was watching them saying, "This is Big Brother," and they're sitting here instead of trouble. They practice magic, so it's cool.
So how did you vote people off like that? Like how did that get decided?
That was for me the hardest part in the whole series, to go on a nomination, because actually I had no problems with them. They know each other from other TV series, so there was some trouble, and they know exactly what they do. But I was a freshman. I had no idea. what I have to do. I nominate sometimes that one, sometimes that one. I say all the time, sorry, I have no idea what I have to do. That was a hard situation for myself. Yeah, it was the hardest thing in my life, what I ever done.
Ryan, you know, in the United States, the Big Brother house is built on a sound stage, right?
I know.
And
I know.
and I don't know if that's true in Germany, because I was going to ask you, did they build the Big Brother house on a sound stage, or was it a real house somewhere?
It was like a container, like.
So they built a container house.
They built a container house. This year, where I was in, there was no rich part and no. So that normally they have two different areas for the rich people and the non-rich people.
Yeah.
And this year, because it was the 20th century,
Yeah.
there was only, like in the first series, there was only one area. And it was okay, it was not rich, was okay. So
Yeah. So what, because a friend of mine worked on Big Brother, and he said, it was in the first couple of seasons, and he was a producer, and he said that when you walked from the sound booth into the Big Brother house that was built on the sound set, that the smell was just, would knock
heard that.
a buzzard off a wagon.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I tried that everything is clean in there. So that was a really hard thing. So because you have one toilet for, in the beginning it was like 15 people, I think.
Oh my gosh.
And also in the morning. So in the morning, what they did, the light popping up, then they make really hard, loud sounds.
Yeah.
So, and the problem is you have no time feeling. You lose everything. So you lose everything.
Is it true there's no clocks?
No.
There's
Nothing.
You don't have a phone, you don't have any contact with the outside
And each
world.
live show at night where you have the games in the arena, they change the times. Sometimes at 8 o'clock, sometimes at 11 o'clock. So that you have you lose everything. In the first 2 days we was really close on the time. So and then they changed something because the orientation was, it goes tonight. It can be like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. But then they bring us in the daytime in a separate room. There was no window, and when we come out it was dark. So you lose everything.
So how do
So
you?
people are used to. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Rye.
People are used to seeing, what they splice together on TV. But what is a typical day like? Like I would imagine if there isn't a competition. Now you're in a fast-paced season that ends in 3 weeks, so you probably have more to do than the people who are in for 3 months. But is a day like? Do you have a lot to do?
It's boring. It's super boring because you're waiting all the time on interviews. You have a lot of interviews because they need some footage. Then you have in the day one game in the container. That was in my series like that. And this game is only for making trouble. An example: one of the people get some numbers from 1 to 12 or 1 to 13 and has to say, okay, this guy is number 1, the intelligence guy in the house, and this one is the baddest guy. So this game is only and only for making discussions. So and then this guy say, okay, Philo is the best one because he has skills, and someone who has the skills he cannot done. So and it goes trouble. Because the other girl said, but he does card tricks. How he can be intelligent. So,
yeah.
So it's trouble, yeah. That was a really funny thing.
Well,
Are the cameras on all the time? Like for here,
Live streaming.
I'm embarrassed to say it, but yes. So like I'll tune in. I didn't do it this year.
24 hours.
Wake up in the morning. So it is. Now, did you find that you changed? Did you change your behavior because you knew that you were being watched, or did you just forget that the cameras were there?
You can't forget the cameras because they are very big in the corners and they move. But the live stream is 24 hours, so people can watch 24 hours live all the time. So what you see at night at the show, they cut something, but actually, first time shower, I was like naked because I forgot about it, don't care. And you know.
And so all of Germany got to see your birthday
Yeah,
suit.
but on the TV series, actually, they make a dolphin on this part, or they did a magic hat, what is moving. So.
Oh, over your bits?
Yeah. So, but the people who saw the live stream, for sure, yeah, here I am. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, I think people actually do forget about the cameras, even though you can see them. I mean, when we were shooting Bright Lights, the documentary, you know, that we were a part of because it was about Todd's family, the cameras were here and they were very right in your face. Like, see the cameras that you're looking at up there? Mm-hmm. Those are reality show cameras.
Exactly, we have exactly like that.
Yeah, we have 2 in the back, and we have this, and 1 over there. So we have 5 of those here. But even in a reality show, there's usually a cameraman with a camera behind the producer or whoever. And even though you can see it, when they're there all the time, you do forget.
Yeah.
It's like you become used to them, and so you're not as self-aware, and that's when the fun stuff happens. I think, right, Ryan?
What I did.
I think.
Yeah.
What I did before I go in the house, I have some coaches. They teach me some important stuff. So I really try to get in this game because I'm a really open and direct person, and that can be a big problem actually when you're on live TV, because when I'm thinking this guy is an asshole, I tell him this. So and that is a big problem. You can't do this.
I think that telling somebody that's what they are when they are is a very kind thing to do, actually.
But not when you're in front of 6 million people.
Not when you're voting people out.
No, but you know what I'm saying. I think that direct is good. I love when people are direct because you know exactly where you stand, and you also, there's no games going on in your head about things.
Yeah, it was an experience, and
I have 2 last questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I could do this. I could honestly do this.
I know.
But I'll whittle it down to 2. If you're able to share the story that you told me about what happened when you would go in for your interviews at the diary room, what you did to control the story that they would be able to tell about you. I thought that was so interesting.
Yeah, so there was many situations. I know they have not a long time to cut them together because it's live. They have a day or like 20 hours to cut the right stuff on the live show. And they give you the right interviews. So you give answers, and then they can use the yes for they can cut it like they want. And what I practice is like in the right moment doing like, sorry. So they can't cut it really. So that was really hard for me to control by myself, to figure out what are the questions and how I can handle the situations for myself. So yeah, that was a really hard one because actually I don't have any experience about trash TV, and that was the first and the last one. So I never go back in some trash TV things. It was only I was there. It's crazy, and it was fun. So yeah.
Wow, I can.
And you got eliminated because of an injury, correct?
Yeah, there was a hard game, and I had an accident with my wrist, and
not good for a magician.
yeah, there was a bad game. You have this weird.
Is this the footage right here?
Yeah, there was a weird suit. What you carry on, and it was like Vaporous. What is it?
Velcro. Yeah.
And I was like stick like a spider, yeah. There was no way to go forward and backwards, and then my people, they released me, and I dropped down on my hand, so I was on the floor. And then it was in the middle of the live show, and the nomination was from all the people they nominate by yourself. And I told them, for me it's okay, you can, when you have problems to nominate someone, go on my head. And in the end it was, I lose 5 till 4 voices. And the production, they told me, man, you was the underdog, there was a mistake. You have the chance to win this because nobody knows you, the people love you, and but it doesn't matter. In this moment, my wrist, I realized, okay, this is not funny and I need a doctor.
Well, you're a magician, so your hands are everything.
Yeah, they helped me. Everything was good, but I realized, okay, 13 days, it was a long time. And
how many days did you make out of 13? 13 out of 15.
Out of 16.
13 out of 16.
Or 12.
Pretty good.
Like it was good. It was fun, and actually, there comes a point where you think, oh, what happens outside? So you go crazy because you have no contact no contact at all, and you go crazy in a point.
What makes you the craziest in there?
You want to
no
know
contact?
how outside the things going on.
You mean news, like what's going on in the world?
Yeah, what the people thinking about you? It's all about you.
Oh, that's right.
And you have a lot of time to think about yourself. That hurts me after 2 days. So I was crying after 2 days. Like, yeah, it's hard. It was a really hard experience, but I'm really happy to get this. You know, it's cool.
Would you ever do another reality show,
No.
Survivor, or anything like that? Nothing.
I can't say nothing, but I don't want to go in this part that I'm a trash TV star. So this is not my passion.
So over here we call it reality TV.
Yeah, reality star. They call it.
There's some